Now we're going to talk about chapter 4 heat. Okay, dears, which is the eighth main source of the heat? Yes, very good, yes. Sun. Sun is the ultimate source of heat. Okay, can you imagine how could the earth will be there? There were no sun. What will happen? Yes, we can't live without sun. The plant not able to photosynthesis, so we can't live without sun. Okay, so this is impossible to live. Do you know the surface temperature of sun? Is 5778 Kelvin. But only little of the sun heat reach the earth from sun. Okay, is this enough? Yes. However, this enough for life to exist on earth. Okay, dears, can you say the other source of heat? Yes, sun, fire, electricities, mechanical force. Okay, dears. In this chapter, we have to talk about heat and its measurement. Okay, dears. You just keep an iron sheet in outside of your home, not iron sheet or aluminum sheet. After some time, you have to touch the sheet. How do you feel? Yes, it is hot, right? Likewise, do the experiment. Do the same experiment in your home. After a few minutes, you touch the sheet. How do you feel? Yeah, it is cold. First one is hot, then second one is cold, right? So the sun give the heat for us. Okay, dears, and you do the another one experiment. Use a magnifying glass to focus sunlight on a piece of plain paper. At a position the sunlight is focused, paper become hot. It start to burn and soon burst into the flame from the heat of the sun. Okay, the paper burn. Man can generate the heat energy. How? Yes, burning wood, coal and gas. These are called fuels. The fuels burn in the machines to make them work. For the example, how the car runs is car runs by burning of fuel and the flying by fuel of fuel. Okay, the next, where we use the heat energy is electricity. Then man use the electric to cook and working machines. Okay, the another way to produce heat. How we produce the heat? Can you guess? Okay, dears. Now you rub your hands. How do you feel? Rub your palms of your hand together. How do you feel? Yeah, you will feel that is hot. Do you know our ancient mans how generate the fire? Yes, very good. Ancient mans generate fire by rubbing two stones. So the heat can also produce rubbing two things together. Okay, dears. If you eat cup of ice cream or cup of hot coffee, how do you feel? Is cold or hot, right? Okay. Why you said the ice is cold while and another is hot? Another one, coffee is hot. How you feel like that? Yes. When the heat energy flow from our body flows out rapidly, we feel very cold, right? The heat energy flow from our body to outside, we feel cold. When you take ice cube in your hand, how you feel? Yeah, you feel cold. Why can you say like that? Yes, because heat of our body flows outside to in our body through the ice. Okay. If you hold the ice continuously, hold the ice continuously, what will happen? After a few minutes, it is melting, right? Yes, the ice on your palm, it is melt because of your body heat. Okay. Next one is when the heat energy flow from the outside into our body more we feel very hot. Now you drink a hot coffee. The heat flows into in your body. Okay, can you understand? This is flows of heat. Now you feel heat. So the direction of heat flow, this is called direction of heat flow. Okay. Okay dears, let us do an activity. Are you ready? Yes. You take a cup of hot water and take one more cup of ice. Yes. Now you put a hot cup into the ice cup. What will happen? After some times the milk get cold and water get warm. Very good, yes. That means the milk and water that means the milk and water came to the same temperature. So direction of the flow of heat is hot to cold. How? The direction of flow of heat is hot to cold, from hot to cold. Okay. Okay dears, now we discussed hot and cold. Right? Now we will discuss about temperature. What is temperature? This is measurement of hotness or coldness of an object. Okay. Do you know the temperature of boiling water is 100 degree Celsius. Likewise, the temperature of ice cube is 0 degree Celsius. That is called temperature. Boiling water and ice cube. Okay, freezing point or boiling point. That is called temperature. See this picture. There are 4 objects. Is water, milk, ice cube and boiled water. Okay dears. Can you say how much cold is water? See this water. How much cold? Yes. Ice is cooler than water. Then how much hot is milk? Hot milk. How much hot is milk? Yes. Milk is hotter than ice. Right. So you need to measure the temperature. How you measure? Who helps to you? Yes. We calculate the temperature through the thermometer. Can you see the thermometer? Have you seen? Yes, where? Yes, hospitals, laboratory. Okay, yes. If you put a thermometer into the boiling water, is this temperature rise or not? Yes, it can rise. If you put a ice tumbler, what will happen? Yes, the temperature rise down. Okay. So when a substance is heated, its temperature rise. Rise on? Cooling the temperature come down. Okay. When a substance is heated, its temperature rises. When it's cooling, the temperature come down. Have you seen the thermometer? Where? Hospitals and laboratory. Yes. Okay, the thermometer helps to find the temperature easily. So doctor easily find our body temperature through the thermometer. Okay dears. What are the difference between heat and temperature? What is heat? Yes, heat. Heat is a form of energy. Temperature is a measure of heat energy is level. Heat energy rises the temperature of body. Temperature decides the direction of flow of heat. Heat flows from a body at higher temperature to the lower temperature. Heat is measured in joules. Temperature is measured in degree Celsius or Kelvin. What is thermometer? Thermometer is measured by a device called temperature measure device called thermometer. See this following image. This is clinical thermometer. It has long glass tube and it has a bulb on one of the end. It's filled with mercury. If you see the thermometer, the small shiny thread of mercury can be seen. See this small shiny thread. Yes, this is can be seen. A clinical thermometer reads temperature from 95 degree Fahrenheit to 107.6 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. Do you know the normal temperature of human body? Yes, 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. The next one is clinical thermometer. Yes, what is this clinical thermometer? The clinical thermometer is also known as doctor thermometer. This is what are the precautions should be taken while handling thermometer? It has some procedure, okay? Thermometer should be washed before and after use, preferably with an antiseptic solution because we kept in under the tongue, no. So hygienic is important. So it kept the antiseptic solution. Then and ensure the mercury level below 95 degree Fahrenheit. Then handle the thermometer with care. Okay. How you measure the temperature? If you kept under the tongue, read the thermometer keeping the level of mercury along the line of sight and handle the thermometer with care. Okay. Can you understand? Then do not hold the thermometer by the bulb while reading it because it show our body temperature. If you keep in our hand means it show our body temperature. So we should not keep in our hand. Why can you say? Because they can measure our body temperature. Can you understand? Let us discuss laboratory thermometer. Mostly the laboratory thermometer used in science lab. Nothing difference between both. It is similar to clinical thermometer but it is long and narrow. The temperature reads of clinical thermometer is 95 to 107.6 Fahrenheit. But laboratory thermometer reads temperature minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay. Okay, dears. How we calculate reading a laboratory thermometer? How we calculate? Okay. First of all, take some hot water in a beaker. Then now we put a thermometer into the hot water. You will observe the shining thread of mercury moving up in the thermometer tube like a clinical thermometer. Okay. After some time, the mercury will stop rising and stand at one place. Yeah, that is the temperature of water. Not only water, which solution, whatever. Okay. Okay, dears. Do you know why we use mercury in thermometer? Lot of metals here, but we use only mercury. Why? Yes, we use mercury in thermometers because most metals are good conductor of heat or electricity. Okay. Is mercury is a metal? It's a liquid state. How is it metal? Yes, mercury is the only metal in liquid state. Okay, dear, just think if water be used in instead of mercury, what are the problems in using it? If you use water instead of mercury, what will happen? Yes, we cannot use water instead of mercury because water do not expand as per temperature given. If it and can given us wrong reading. Okay. And one more thing, mercury is toxic substance. Toxic means it's a poisonous one. Okay. So nowadays we use the digital thermometer. It's safe. Digital thermometer is nowadays digital thermometer are available which do not use mercury. There is no mercury. Okay. The next one is transfer of heat. How the heat transfer? Do you know the flow of heat? Yes, heat flows from a hot object to cold object. Very good, yes. How? Yes, the heat flows from a hot object to cold object. That means heat flows from an object at the higher temperature to another object which at a lower temperature. Highest to lowest. Okay, can you understand? This flow of heat is known as the transfer of heat. That means the path of heat. How does it go? High temperature to low temperature. Yes, this flow of heat is known as transfer of heat. So, what are the ways it's transferred? Okay, dears, there are three types. One is conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay, let us do an activity. Are you ready? Okay, dears. If you dip a steel spoon into a cup of hot tea or hot water, then we will find that the top temperature of spoon rises and it becomes hot. Can you find it or not? Yeah, the spoon get hot. So the spoon get hot from the hot water. Then when the two objects then when the two objects and get the same temperature, then the flow of heat is stopped. Okay, the spoon and the coffee, when it's come to the same temperature, the flow of heat is stopped. This means that no heat will be transferred from one object to another object, but the temperature is differ means it can flow. When it reached the same temperature, the flow is stopped. Okay, so how the heat is transferred? By conduction, by convection, by radiation. What is conduction? In solid, heat is transferred by conduction. Like a handle. See this? If you touch the handle means did you feel heat or not? Yes, we feel heat. Yeah, that is conduction. Next one, convection means in liquid and gas, heat is transferred by convections. Okay, liquid or gas. Third one is radiation. So first we talked about conduction. How it's transferred the heat in conductions. Yeah, conductor and insulator of heat. Okay, dears. Why we use the copper metals in this electricity wires? Is because it conduct the electricity, right? Likewise, the materials which allow heat to pass through them easily are conductors of heat. The material which allow heat to pass through them easily, these are called conductors of heat. Can you say any example? Yes, very good. Yes, copper, iron, aluminum. Super. The materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily, these are called poor conductors. Okay, good conductors means it can pass through them. Poor conductor means it cannot pass through them easily. Okay, can you say any example? Yes, plastic, wood, cloth. Very good. Yes, it has a name. The poor conductors also known as insulators. Can you understand what is conductor? What is insulator? Conductor means it can pass through heat to pass through them. Insulator means it cannot allow. Okay. Next one is convection. What is convection? The mode of transfer of heat, the hotter part of a fluid means liquid or gas, okay, to its colder part by the movement of the fluid itself is known as convection. If you keep a hot pan in if you keep a hot pan in floor, after few minutes it is cold or hot. Is this cold or hot? Yeah, it become cold. Yeah, where is the heat going? From air. Okay, this is convection. Convection in water. How it's happening? Convection in water. Water is a poor conductor of heat. What is a poor conductor of heat? So, due to this reason, it cannot transfer heat by conductions. It is impossible. This is not conductor, but it transfer heat by the process of convections. If you take a cup of cold water, you put a cup of hot water into this, what will happen? It can get the heat from that. Okay, this is called convection. Then convection in air. Okay, sea and land breeze. What is this sea and land breeze? The blowing of sea breeze and land breeze is generally occurred due to the convection of heat in air. In coastal areas, during the daytime, the breeze generally flows from the sea towards the land. Okay, in the daytime, the air flows, breeze flows sea towards the land, and during the night time, blows from the land towards the sea. Okay, can you understand? Sea and land breeze are actually convection of heat. The warm air from the land moves towards the seas to complete the cycle. The air from the sea is called sea breeze. What is sea breeze? The warm air from the land moves towards the sea. At the night time, the cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This is called land breeze. Okay, next one is radiation. What is radiation? Yes. Okay, dears, how the sun's heat reach the earth? How the sun's heat reach the earth? By the process of radiation. Yes, from UV rays, IV rays, right? Infrared, IR rays, UV rays. No, this is called radiation. The sun is very far away from the earth, so it's how its heat come from earth? Through the radiations. This is due to the fact that the sun, being extremely hot, emits invisible heat radiations in all directions. So, what is heat transfer of heat? What are the types of transfer of heat? Conduction, convection, and radiation. Okay, dears, what is conduction? Is the transfer of thermal energy through direct conductor. Then convection means is the transfer of thermal energy through the movement of liquid or gas. Radiation means radiation is the transfer of thermal energy through thermal emissions. Okay. See this? Once again, conduction is the transfer of thermal energy through direct contact, that means solid. Convection is the transfer of thermal energy through the movement of liquid or gas. Third one is radiation. Radiation is the transfer of thermal energy through thermal emission. Yeah, next in the sea breeze and land breeze. Sea breeze, in this sea breeze, the warm air from land. Then the cool air from ocean to land. Okay, in land breeze, the warm air from ocean to land, then the cool air from land to ocean. Okay. Okay, dears, did you know NASA and ESA releases the closest ever images of the sun? Yeah, it's take in May 2020. Okay, this is the closest image of sun. See this is this image is captured in just 42 million miles from the sun. 42 million kilometers or 26 million miles. Okay, from the sun. Okay, yes, why the sun is very hot? How the sun is emission the heat energy? Is because of nucleus fusion. Hydrogen and helium. The helium gas is present in sun. So the nucleus fusion is emitted the heat energy. Okay.